Hello, everybody. Let's see if anybody's in here. Think I'm like 5 minutes early instead of being on time. Hey, Angela, how you doing? And Debbie Epps, thank you for being here. I'm a little early. It's better to be early than to be late. Let me see. I hope everybody's doing okay. It's doing okay. It's doing okay. Okay, my nephew Broke Farmer 76 is here. Garden in Eden. I'm so happy you're here. Let's see. Jean Dudley is here. Love Ladies Gardening Projects and more. Miss B. Washington is in the house. Hi, Brenda Allen. Thank you for being here. Myra McCain. Hoyt Robinson. Joanna P. is here. Thank you all very much. Now, I had a fall. Aunt Tia is here, thank you. Shawana Ruth, Deborah Smith, I think I said Joanna P already. Southern Red Sugar, hi. VMJM, Vicki Owens, Met Girl 313 is in the house. As I was saying, I failed. I failed pretty hard, and I almost put the scar on my elbow on the video, and I took it out because it looked nasty, and it looked worse than what it was, and it's healing up pretty good now. You see that right there? And it had been raining for a long time, like 3 or 4 days in a row, and I looked at the thermometer, and it was 105 in the greenhouse. So in my haste to get the door panel down, I slipped and fell. And I broke my fall with this elbow, and I scraped it on a brick, a concrete cement block close to the greenhouse. And then I fell on the garden bed, which is out of concrete blocks. That's right in front of the greenhouse, and I bruised a muscle. Now, it does not hurt when I'm walking or whatever. That's why I know it's not a serious injury, because I've had a couple of these before. And so I had to put a back brace and some creams on it, and I think in another week it'll be better. But if it's not better by the weekend, I will go to the hospital and get an x-ray. But I really seriously don't think it's serious. I think it's just a bruised soft tissue and a muscle strain. But everybody be careful. And that's why I'm sitting like this, because I don't want to sit all the way back, because it really hurts when I get up. And because of that reason, I did not plan anything to talk about tonight, which means that I'm going to give myself totally to you all to ask questions or make comments. No, Vicki Owens, thank you. I didn't hit my head at all. Let me go back up here and start where I stopped. Medic Girl. Roots, Shoots, and Garden Boots, hello. Hello to Marlo Thomas, Joanne P. I'm doing better. I'm just real sore where I hit the lower back side muscle. As far as my bones, nothing feels, no pain, disc, nothing like that. It's just a real bad muscle strain. Let's see, Southern Red Sugar, Gene Dudley, and Quan's Gardening and Agricultural Life. How you doing, my niece there? And let's see, Ellen Pankey. If I'm repeating names, charge it to my head and not my heart. Vicki Owens, I think I mentioned you before, and I appreciate your prayers. Comfrey works great on bruises. You're exactly right. I don't have any more salve left, but I did mix up something that I used to sell a long time ago. I think I called it pain cream or something like that. That's back in the day when I had those 150 products. And I'll tell you what I mixed up. I mixed up turmeric in a shea butter, avocado butter, and mango butter base. Those 3 butters with jojoba oil and grapeseed oil, because they are the closest things to our natural oil, or sebum, and sebum, S-E-B-U-M. And then I added hemp oil. I had a subscriber that used to send me hemp oil to help me sleep, and it's just like the little drops. Oh, I wish I had brought it. But I don't feel like getting up and going to get it. But you can get it on Amazon, and she and I, because I started buying it after she introduced me to me, get it in the super strength, and it's 500 megagrams, I think is how you say it. Whatever it is, it's the strongest one. And no, it does not get you high like marijuana. It's just the oil. And you can take drops up under your tongue, and it's supposed to ease anxiety or help you get sleepy, or you can use it to rub on aching muscles and sprain. So I put all of that. And the turmeric is good for inflammation. And so, yeah, that's what I've been using. And I ordered some Bengay. My cream was better than the Bengay. Okay, Queenie's Playroom is here. David Corey. Can you show us how to make mango oil? No, I don't make any oils. Contrary to popular belief, you can soak like oranges, the peelings or whatever, into a carrier oil like sweet almond, or as I mentioned, jojoba or grapeseed. But in order for you to make mango oil, you have to have a lot of mangoes to extract oil. You'll be surprised. So it's better for you to just go ahead and buy that at a health food store, online, or in your community, or Etsy, eBay, Walmart, Target, Amazon, that type of thing. Mango oil takes a lot of mango. So, no, I'm not getting into that. I go ahead and buy oil. I don't feel like getting up, because I would get you a big gallon and show you. I have 3 gallons sitting here on this table. My product is something that I'm making. Okay? But you can make your own turmeric. You don't need the oil. The turmeric powder itself in the cream would not only give it a beautiful yellow color, but when you apply it, it will take inflammation out of bruises and anywhere in your body. I'm going to tell you how I know this. Because, guys, I told you this arm is 5 inches bigger than this arm because of breast cancer that I had in 1992. Excuse me. And so those lymph nodes, 16 lymph nodes have been removed, so the fluid doesn't move the way it's supposed to. So I always have a little water retention here, and I do the turmeric tea for that reason. Somebody's speaking to Peanut, so I'm going to speak to him too. He's planting a lot of stuff outside in Louisiana. I think I watched 2 of your videos today, Peanut. I'm happy you got those pineapples in the ground, because you're exactly right. You won't have that much watering to do when you give them some space to get water. Stinky Puddle Ranch is here. And so, yeah, guys, so all day, no, I did hair Saturday morning, but all day after that, I rested, and I rested all day Sunday and all day today. Hi, Rhonda Moffitt. Thank you for coming. Hey, Tommy. Good to see you. Watched a couple of your videos, too, while I was resting. Excuse me. Gotta get comfortable. But groovy green thumbs. I like that. And Veggie Farm. Yeah, you're right, David. I need to stop moving, but I gotta get comfortable. Gardener 99, hello. And Siobhan Jones. Okay, so like I said, because of the fall and me having to get healed, I didn't prepare, a list of things that I wanted to go over tonight. And I'm turning this chat completely over to you, and you guys can start your questions now. Okay, Tommy Homestead Garden says she bought some elephant ear bulbs today. I think I will wait to plant them after the last frost. Yes, very good advice, because they will die. Vicky Owens said, Lady Cheryl, my lemon tree lost all its leaves during the last freeze. Do you think they will come back? Vicky, aren't you in my garden zone? If you are, they're probably not going to come back. Mine were covered up inside the greenhouse, but when the power went out, the lowest temperature got to 19 degrees. I don't see any evidence of them trying to make any leaves, but they're sick. So I scraped down on some of them toward the base. I still see a little green. But I don't think they're going to make it. But I'm not going to throw them out. We've had, until March 20th, we're going to have temperatures between 60 and 70 during the day and between 40 and 50 at night. So, Brian and Bria, when I went live, impromptu live, where I have my customer under hair dryer, they did. I didn't do anything. I was just standing there talking. They moved them all outside, and they're real light. They're not heavy trees, especially since I pruned almost all of the branches. But if we do get a freeze, I will drag them back into the greenhouse. Okay. So Vicky Owens, I don't want to give you any false hope. Some people say don't prune them for a couple weeks, but I walked to a different beat. So I went ahead and I pruned mine. Okay, David said, Auntie, I got some mulch from, let me go down there. I've been spreading all evening. I think they'll make it. My nectarine tree is good. Yeah. And because these were in containers in the greenhouse, I don't think they're going to survive because they didn't have enough wood chips around them like my outside trees. I did walk around the food forest today very carefully, guys. In fact, I had a broom with me, holding it to keep me stable. And I'm seeing life out of all of my trees except one, my jujube. It looks like it's just sticks. But everything else looks like it may make it. So I'm not going to buy any trees to try to replace what I think is going to die. I'm going to wait. I'm going to be a little bit smarter, because sometimes you can give up on a tree too soon. And that's what I was trying to relate to you. I think it was Vicky Owens. Wait a while. Don't just throw them away. I don't care if you wait 3 months. Just put them somewhere if they're not in the ground. Hi, Chris White. Good to see you. I appreciate your prayers. And Denise Backyard Garden is here. And Clausen World. Man, Clausen World, you got a lot of snow. Go to her channel, guys. She showed what survived and what didn't. And I thought that was really cool, because a lot of people don't believe or understand that when you get a lot of snow and it covers up your garden beds, your containers, your grow boxes, the snow will insulate your plants. I thought my strawberries were gone, the ones outside. The one box that I have inside the greenhouse, I only see one strawberry crown surviving. The ones that were out, and it was 19 degrees, the lowest temperature. But the ones that were in the grow boxes up on the horses, and boy, can I use that now because I can't bend over. Thank God I'm getting smarter, and I'm raising everything up so that in a few years I'll be in my 70s And I don't want to be bending all down. But anyway, the ones, meaning the strawberries in the grow boxes that were covered with all of that snow, it insulated them. It insulated them, and I see a lot of strawberry plants, leaves, these last few weeks growing very well. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, I want to tell you all, I don't know if any of you all take cholesterol medicine. I've been sleeping in my chair because of my pulled muscle in my back. And every morning when I wake up, my lips is like you could take shea butter and sea salt and do it and exfoliate it. And I'm wondering, I kept saying that's my thyroid medicine that makes my mouth so dry. But now I'm kind of thinking it might be a combination of things. It may be the Prevostat, I think it's called Prevostat or Prevestatin drug that I take to keep your cholesterol in check. But if anybody know the answer to that, go ahead and type it in because I need to research that. Oh, Erica, yeah, I'm sorry. Soursop trees cannot take a temperature below 40 degrees. 50 degrees if they're just little seedlings. Also, Erica, let me tell you that I know you're going to start again because you saw my soursop trees over there. But I moved those big grow shelving units out and put them back in the grow room because everything is in the greenhouse. Everything's in the greenhouse. But the soursop trees also don't like a high humidity. They don't survive in the greenhouse. So I think I'm going to leave my soursop trees in the house forever. Because I really don't care if I get fruit or not. I would be delighted if I was able to harvest some fruit. But I basically use the leaves to make tea because they kill or eat up free radicals in your body that can cause cancer. Okay? So don't give up on that tree, especially if you grew it by seed. Just start some more seeds. And I think I saw somebody in my phone there speaking to Missy Grando. So Missy's in the house, and I thank you for being here. Hello, Hands in Dirt. And I know my moderators are speaking to everybody, and I appreciate it. Who is that? Southern Red Sugar? Thank you. I drink a gallon of water a day. The only thing my children was worried about me during the freeze that we got was, did I have enough water? And I had read that it was coming, so I had a lot of water delivered. But I'm going to get up and I'm going to show you. Oh, I don't want y'all to see me frowning up because it hurts to get up. But I'm going to go to the refrigerator because my mouth is dry and I need to get this. I'm going to share this with you. Oh. Woo! This is my new water. You know, I drink a lot of sparkling water. Oh, excuse me. And I found this one at Whole Foods online, and I had them to deliver it. And 365 is Whole Foods Market, and it's ginger sparkling water. And because I have kidney disease, I have to drink a gallon of water a day. And sometimes I just get tired of drinking water. So I like the little sparkling water because it doesn't have any salt or sugar in it. And just a hint of ginger in this particular one, which I find it to be refreshing. You're right, Erica, and I'm going to take it easy. I'm not even getting up again. Because it's not going to heal if I keep doing that. Hey, Mary Campbell, why are you getting up? Yeah, y'all got a right to scold me, but my mouth was getting real dry. So I have to keep drinking. Got to keep drinking some water. I think it was my sister that turned me on to bubbly water. And put it in a nice glass to make you think you're really special and you're really drinking something. And you can see those little bubbles. So yeah. So who was that? I think it was Vicky. Vicky Owens with the Soursop. Remember, keep them in the house. Even if you have to invest in a grow light, a clip-on, or something that you can mount to your wall, just make sure that it's inside of a stud. Because they usually, my husband was a carpenter, 16 inches on center. And just make sure you plug, if you're going to put it in your on your wall. Because I'm getting ready to do that. And I bought a stud finder. Hello, Taishi. So, let's see. Birdie's Blooms is here. Ebony Ellie is here. And she's telling me that soursops can stand humidity because she grows them in Miami. It's very humid here in Texas. It may be the type that you're growing, but I can tell you as one who's been growing these soursops, and you can look at my playlist on my fruit trees, the humidity got so high, Miss Ebony, that all the leaves fell off. And I thought they were gone. And that's when I bought this. I have two of these thermostats that gives you a wireless connection from the greenhouse to the grow room to my bedroom. And it gives you the percentage of the humidity as well. Okay? So you may live in Florida and you may have a very humid area, but it may not be humid 365 days of the year. But if you're growing them in Miami, no, you say they grow them in Miami. You're not saying that you grow them. I'm telling you because I grow them, they don't like a lot of humidity. Birdie's Bloom said, do you like coconut water? Sure do. Love it. Love it. Okay. Dandelion Haven, thank you so much for being here. Okay. Somebody had a question that's listed above. Let me go back up and find it. Thank you, moderators. Lady Cheryl, did you get your soursop seeds from Etsy? No, I got them from eBay. Okay, I'm going back up. Hey, nephew Emilio, good to see you. And Sowing Balance says she's growing soursops from seed, and you have a small plant. Okay, I'm trying to get that question. Somebody looked it up for me. Veggie Farm. Dry mucous membrane is possible, but it is one of the less common side effects of pravastatin. Thank you so much. I think it's a combination of the medication that I take. Thank you, Clouds and World. That back pain, you're right, it's no joke. I have one of those heavy-duty type of braces, but I took it off to sit here. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm missing the question. But Denise Backyard Garden says she just bought a new Red Haven peach tree from Tractor Supply. I'm so excited about it. I think that was Angela's Busy Bee Garden and Homestead found a peach tree marked down. I think she said like 6 something. And she asked somebody in that department what would they take for it, or, you know, she was bartering with them to lower the price, and she marked it down to $2. Yep, and it's blooming now. Okay, I still don't see that question, so please put that question in again, and I'm going back to the bottom. Auntie, I want to know, do you all have good luck with trees from Lowe's? I didn't. I didn't have any luck with Lowe's trees. I don't have luck with Home Depot trees. I guess I shouldn't be calling them out. But the luck that I have with trees have been from Ison's Brothers online, and I like the bare root trees. And my favorite is Stark Brothers. And each online nursery has replaced trees. Well, Ison's just one tree, Actually, it wasn't a tree. It was a noble muscadine vine. And Stark Brothers replaced, I think, 2 trees for me. They give you a year. No questions asked. But they will give you some pointers. And that's who taught me that peach trees, you shouldn't bury them real deep so that they won't be standing in a lot of water. Peach trees and cherry trees, if you've been following me a while, you've heard me say it before, they don't like wet feet. So you can grow them, build the bed up a little higher. So what I did for my peach trees, and by the way, guys, I usually start all of my fruit trees in containers. And once I see they're going to make it, then I put them in the ground. But in the case of my peach trees, nectarine, sun-glow nectarine, and 2 red heaven peach trees, and a Rainier cherry. I think the other one may be a Windsor cherry. I put those in garden beds. That way they can have that extra drainage to go into the earth. Okay, so that's Alicia Key caught me live. Thank you. And Stinky Puddle Ranch says she never had any luck with the HD, the trees bought from the Big Place HD. Hello, Lavender Lady. How you doing? And somebody has a question. Ebony L. Question regarding seed starting mix. How much water to, I guess that's use? How long to microwave, please? Okay, in some of my videos, my older videos, I microwaved soil or seed starting mix. I stopped doing that, and I just use 1 regular size teapot of boiling water to 2/3 package of Jiffy Seed starting mix. And I think it makes 12 quarts. That's what I use. So I don't have no magic formula for you. If you go back and you look on my playlist of starting seeds, I demonstrate taking some of it in my hand and squeezing it and how it's supposed to look and stay together without a lot of water running out of it. And so I can't really describe that to you, but you're free to check it out. Okay, that was Vicky. She said she lost all of her leaves off of her lemon tree. Okay. And the Naked Gardeners are here. Thank you, neighbors. Good to see you. Do you fertilize your Soursop plants? I only gave them comfrey tea, my concoction of banana peels, used coffee grounds, and crushed eggshells. And that's it. Yep, that's it. About 3 or 4 times a year. Hey, did I speak to Dan yet? Good to see you here. And I see Angela is here, and I just talked about you, Angela, bargaining to get that peach tree for $2. That was a deal. And your starts, they look fabulous, fantastic. And I like the fact that you're going to go to the market and you are going to be selling not only your produce, but you're going to be selling starts. I have people email me all the time and ask me, will I sell starts? I never really thought about it, but it might be something I could get into later as my grandkids get older and they can help and maybe they can make the money off of it. Okay. Larita King, this is my problem. I have started what? Okay, I don't know what you started, friend. Okay. I'm just trying to catch up. Ty Lily, question. Kind of depressed because the Texas snow, damaged my citrus. Also, I pruned my peach, muscadine, loquat, pomegranate, plum trees. How do I tell if the citrus or other Other fruit trees are still alive. You can just take a little knife, a little fork, a little butter knife, and scrape the bark. Start at the top. If you don't see any green, go down a little bit further. And it has to be between the top and the graft line, because all citrus trees, or majority of citrus trees, are grafted to a rootstock, and you'll see a little bump there. And so if you see some green, don't throw them away. Give them a little time to recover, okay? All right. And the master gardeners recommend that you don't prune them. But like I said, I did. Anything that looked decayed, and because I waited for like 3 or 4 days before I went out to the greenhouse. And when I did go, I took Brian and Bria. You all know my grandchildren from my daughter. And I took them with me so I wouldn't cry and so I wouldn't be all negative. But I was really hurt. I was hurt more over the 5-year-old pepper plant than anything. Because I was dragging that in and out the greenhouse during the wintertime, putting it into dormancy. It's a wonderful feeling when you see it coming out of dormancy, and, that just really hurt. But like I said in that video, I did it before, I could do it again. God blessed me once, he'll bless me twice. Okay. Okay, are there any other questions? How many of you are growing fruit trees? Have you used the dormant spray on them yet? Thanks, Dan. You're exactly right. I did. I sprayed all of my trees with neem oil, water, and dish soap. And I did that about 2 weeks before we got the freeze. So this is the perfect time for you all to be spraying some type of dormant spray, something that's going to kill whiteflies and aphid eggs and, just insects that attack your fruit trees. You want to do it now before they start budding out and making flowers, okay? Because the bees are going to come in and start pollinating all those flowers, and it'll be good if you don't have any oil. Okay, somebody said, I want to grow edible flowers. Where can I get edible flower seeds? Joanna P., why don't you join my Facebook group? It's the same name as my YouTube channel, and go look at the photos. Once I accept you, you got to answer 3 questions. I started the group in 2015. I suspended it in 2019, and I reopened it up again in 2020 because it was just too much drama, meaning that people were joining to sell stuff, never had anything to contribute. They just had secret agendas. And so this time I asked 3 simple questions, and I asked that people just abide by the rules. And I answer more questions in my Facebook group than I do on my Monday live chats. So I can help you with edible flowers. Off the top of my head, I can tell you nasturtium, marigolds. You can eat the roots of zinnias. No, you can eat all of the zinnia. You can eat the roots of the dahlia flowers. There's a lot of them. I can't think like right now, but you can do lilac, lavender, chamomile, peppermint flowers, of course, the Texas hibiscus, Texas star. A lot of you all have been seeing it in your videos. I saw it, Angie Busy Bee's garden and homestead. I saw Texas star hibiscus. I want to say Tommy's homesteading, garden and homesteading. I can't think right now, guys, but a lot of you, Debbie Epps, who's in my garden group, she had several just pop up. And that's what I was trying to tell you all. It's a hard seed, and I didn't want to tell you guys to nick the seed, and then you, not having a lot of experience, may nick it too much. And I didn't want you to try germinate it in a paper towel, in a baggie, and then you have to be so careful with that root when you see that little projection come out. And if you accidentally snap that off, then you wouldn't get a plant to grow. So I just thought I would share with you that you have to have patience when it comes to gardening. You have to believe and hope. So Debbie had like two more to Debbie Epps to pop up out of nowhere when she wasn't really even expecting it. Okay, and I have some still trying to germinate. Hey, Lady Cheryl and everyone, lemon tree is flowering so well. I'll try the neem oil and just so very good. And be real light with that. And make sure, I think that was Susie. Make sure you're using cold pressed neem oil, not a neem oil spray that has a lot of additives in it. Okay? Because you don't want anything to mess with those flowers. And this is the time of the year that your lemon and your lime trees are supposed to be flowering. So you're right on schedule. And by the way, I got my two improved Meyer lemon trees, dwarfs, and the Mexican key limes. I got those at HD. Okay, so there's a lot of flowers. And here is Jenny. She said, dialer tubers and leaves contains phototoxin polyacetating compound that can cause skin irritation in humans. I see you looked that up, or did you know all that from memory? Who are handling plant leaves in the tubers in sunlight, the plant can be toxin if eating. Okay. I think that might be a certain variety. Okay, because I have eaten them. I have a very delicate stomach, and I haven't had any problems. But you guys know what I say. I'm not God or Jesus. Anything that I tell you to do, I tell you from experience or I have learned. But what do I tell you guys all the time to follow it up with? Your own research. So we thank you, Jenny, for researching that. Okay. Emilio saying something didn't go too well for them. I think he must be talking about the nasturtiums. They are a trapped crop. Most people plant nasturtiums for that reason. Miss Queenie's Playroom. Can the dwarf Meyer lemon tree be grown in a container permanently? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They can be grown in a container permanently. You could, my children's elementary school grew lemon trees all year round. I imagine somebody may have taken them home for the summer break. Or it could have been, they could have came up there during the summer break. But they grew lemon trees inside of the school. Okay, Denise Backyard Garden says, did you pot up the lettuce from your DYIC starting track? Yes, ma'am. Sure did. They're in little solo cups. And they will be going out into some grow boxes very soon. And how many of you, okay, well, let me get this question for Vicky. Does BT work on whiteflies? No. BT, I think I have it sitting over there, but I don't want to get up, guys. It works more on like cabbage worms and that type of insect, okay? The only thing that I know that works on whiteflies that is not chemically speaking, that is not chemical, so organically speaking, I do know the neem oil helps with the whiteflies. Now, what information do you have on mulberry trees? Hot, I'm growing one native mulberry tree, and the only thing I can tell you is it was a twig. I'm trying to look for something. I got it off of a Facebook group. A guy sells a lot of native trees for only $5 a tree. And it grew like a monster. But if you want to know who can help you with growing a mulberry tree, because this is like my second year with it, and I'm gonna prune it back real low. And the reason why I'm gonna do that because I don't want it so tall and out of control. And the person I learned that from is, you ready? Dan's Permaculture Food Forest. He has a video on him pruning the mulberry tree really low, and then he shows you how it grows back, growing with Hudson. Thank you for coming in tonight. So check out Dan, because that's who I'm going to take my cues from with the mulberry tree. I only have one, and it's supposed to be self-fertile. Will my pear tree be okay in a large container? And is the neem oil spray good for it too? Yes, I kept my pear trees in containers for 3 years. And then I put them in the ground. Be careful with a pear tree. Don't give them a lot of these chemical fertilizers. Because I believe, because it's so windy here, I believe the neighbor, when he had what's the name of that company? True Lawn, coming out just spraying everywhere. And I believe the wind blew some of it in my yard, and my tree got fire blight. In fact, several of the pear trees got fire blight. And I looked it up, and it was saying that it could be some commercial chemical sprays. Now, I don't want to blame it on my neighbor, because it may not have been that. But it got fire blight, and I had to throw 2 of them away. And if you ever have fire blight, guys, and you're pruning, you want to sanitize your pruning instrument after each cut, because you don't want to keep spreading it. And then you want to pick up your leaves and your branches that you prune and put them in a separate garbage bag to dispose of them. Don't put that in the compost, because you'll just be spreading that. So out of those 3 trees that got the fire blight, I only had 1 to survive. And I cut it down real low. It's probably about 10 feet tall. There are some fruit trees in my food forest that I'm going to allow to grow as big as they want to be, so that they can be a canopy for my younger trees. What kind of pear trees do you have? Milady Simple Elegance, I have Kiefer, Moonglow, and another one. I can't think of it right now. I don't have my journal in front of me. And the rest of the information is in my phone. Okay, here we go. I bought some shop lights last night just for that purpose. All right. I see Auntie is answering the question. Grow with me. My first year grapes. Guys, you are supposed to be putting these in all caps. My first year grapes had an aphid infection or infestation last year. I treated them with an neem oil solution and pressure sprayed with the hose. Do you think I should spray again? But it started to develop leaves. Okay, I'm gonna tell you my opinion on neem oil. I don't know. You said neem oil solution. Are you talking about a neem oil, a spray that has enforced with neem oil? Or are you talking about cold pressed neem oil, a little dish soap, and some water? If that's the case, yeah, you can go ahead on and spray it. But be perfectly honest with you, I kill aphids with water. A blast of water. I just blast it. They love little tender leaves on your trees. Have you noticed they don't be on the mature leaves? They know tenderonis when they see it and smell it. And so they come, those little moths come around and they lay eggs. And then they turn into aphids. And there's a lot of different types of aphids. But I just drowned them. I learned that about 3 or 4 years ago. Stop trying to put all these solutions and sprays on aphids. When you see a lot of ants, look right at the back of those leaves. It's going to be aphids, because Ants will farm, meaning they protect the aphids because the aphids are chewing up your leaves, okay? And then they secrete a sugary, sweet honeydew substance that the ants love. So they will protect them. But what you can do is just spray, spray, spray. Early in the morning, late at night, spray water on them. If you look at my fruit tree playlist, you'll see me treating aphids with nothing but water. You don't need a whole lot of chemicals, guys. When I first went Monday Night Live, and I think I've only missed 2. I think I was on vacation or something. Because I'm a strong woman. Like right now, my back is hurting. I'm going to take a vitamin, but I've been through the war. I've been through cancer surgeries and chemo and radiation. So I'm a tough old bird. I don't complain sometimes when I should. And I'll let you know a little secret. My 2 grand angels, they don't come over as much, but I call their mom and say, look, you know I hurt myself. I need some help. Could Chewy and Layla come over and help me? So they came over, and I have porcelain towel in here on the floor, in the dining room, in the kitchen. And they came and they swept up for me. And they bagged my trash up and put it by the back door. And Big Mama gave them a little bit. You know how your grandma would fold a little money up and give it to you. But they really came over and helped me. I don't know how I got on that, but somebody tell me where I was. But anyway, yeah, spray those aphids with water. Another thing you can do is you can buy you some ladybugs, and you can set those ladybugs out. And they're really inexpensive on Amazon. Put them ladybugs out. And I think that's why I brought up Chewy and Layla, because I had them here when I was releasing the ladybugs. I don't have to do it now because I see ladybugs all the time. After the freeze, I still saw ladybugs. All they do is go down. They're smart. We're going to stand out in the cold and freeze? No, we're going to put a coat on, or we're going to go inside. And what those insects do, they just go way down in the earth, and then they come back out. Little Joey said, come on, it's warm out here. And then they just start coming back out. And Layla had a lesson. That's how I got on Chewy and Layla. She kept answering the questions that her teacher was telling her, teaching the students so fast that the teacher just said, well, tell me what you know about them. And then she told them everything that I had taught them in the garden about the cycle of a ladybug and what they like to eat. And of course, it was aphids, and how the ants protect the aphids and surround them to keep you from killing the aphids so that they can have that honeydew substance that they secrete. So if you're not working with your grandchildren or your own children, teach them, because you'll be surprised. A lot of people, well, a lot of children don't even know where food comes from. Ebony said that she had the red, the white, the greens all over her giant red mustards. I had to use a lint roller to get them off and then rinse them and spray. I know you're saying spray, but spray. Yeah, you can use that. You can use a lint roller. Thank you, Ebony, for contributing to this chat tonight. You can also take masking tape and roll it the opposite way and just do like this. And take the masking tape and pick it up. You also, if my back wasn't hurting, I would get up and show you my little dust buster. You charge it up, and you can take that and just zap it, and you will get them. I like to take the stink bugs out with that. You have to be careful with the aphids. You got to have a lot of them in order to use that dirt buster. Thank you for being here, Judy. Okay. Auntie said, I've met some grown folks who seem to not know where real food comes from either. We need a paradigm shift in the culture. And it's happening because that class that I'm teaching in New York next Thursday, pressure canning, and the Thursday after that, I'm doing that through Zoom, library in New York. That is exactly what's happening because people are going back to the old ways of doing things because this is just the first pandemic. We don't know how many we're going to have before it's all over with, right? And so people are learning to become self-sufficient and self-sustainable. I had everything that I needed except an alternative method of heating up the greenhouse. And what did I do? I went back and retried something that I did years ago, but I didn't have my pots big enough. And that was the bricks, the unglazed pot, and the candle. And I tried them out in the house first, and then I tried them out in the greenhouse when I moved them, and it works. Okay? Okay, you all talking about lumens and kelvins for grow lights. Oh, Miss Nina says she signed up for both classes. All right. I've got people emailing me because the link, when I posted it on the community board, the classes were almost full. And I don't know if you noticed it, but sometimes the links don't work on YouTube. So I had everybody emailing me, and then I would email them the link. And some people said they got on the waiting list. Miss Nina, don't worry about it. We're not going to actually can. It's going to be more lecture. Okay? So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, Tommy, thanks for dropping in. We appreciate you very much. The link didn't work for me. I asked everybody, grown lady Lynn. I asked everybody to email me, and I gave you the link through the email. And then I clicked on the links in the email, and I made sure that they worked. So if I were you, oh, Susie signed up too. Okay. So I'm going to have some people that I know in there. When God made you, he gave you everything you would need to survive. That is so true, Corey. My brother and I were talking about that day. He's a pastor. And he was asking me how my back was doing. And he said, girl, I got just a little bit left of Mom's, I think it's called oil of wintergreen. You can't buy it anymore. Did y'all know that? A lot of stuff that our parents used to get us well, liniments on our ligaments, you can't buy them because they want you to go and buy stuff in the store. So we got to get back to those old-timey ways, guys. Somebody in here mentioned comfrey. I got to make some more comfrey salve because I could have used that on my back as well. Okay? So David Corey is absolutely right. Bless you, my friend, for saying that. All we need can be grown right there in our gardens. You can't sleep? Grow you some chamomile. Make you some tea. Got high blood pressure? Grow you some hibiscus plants organically. A lot of us in this chat tonight, we're growing from the seeds that I collected because it lowers your blood pressure. Now, if you got some issues and you're supposed to take blood pressure pills, don't go off your medication saying I'm going to drink Miss Cheryl's recommendation. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you how you can wean yourself off of them when your doctor says it's okay. See, all the dosages, the strengths of the medications that I'm taking are going down weaker and weaker and weaker to eventually, I don't know, I'm hoping and praying that I'll be able to get off some of this medicine. I'm up to 6 pills a day. This time last year, I was taking 9. And I don't want to go into what they all for because none of it's terminal if I do the right thing. Okay. My grandmother used to say the medicine cabinet is in our garden. Lavender Lady, she was absolutely right. Y'all better listen to them old folks because they knew. Jean Dudley said, I signed up for the canning class, but will email you also. Okay, I'm here for you. David Corey, you need some hibiscus seeds. I have 1 package left, David Corey. Send me $4 to my PayPal and I'll mail them to you. And $4 is just for the envelope and the label to send them first class mail with a tracking number. Okay? Okay. I need some too. Nina, if I find some more, I will. Let me write it down. Here's my printer right here. Nina, email me so that I can email you directly. Oh, and guys, I'm I'm sorry for talking so loud. Bria went back to school today, so I'm no longer in kindergarten, so I can get more things done. Start mulberry trees in containers also? Yes, ma'am. Now, if you got a real big mature tree, go ahead and put it in the ground. But Hoyt, if it's a little twig, put it in a container so you'll know where you want to put it. David said he around the corner from me. I still got to mail it to you, David. You can't come on my property. I don't want nobody talking. I might have to rob a cradle or something. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Miss B, email me, and if I find some more, because I can go out there and check the plants, because I did see a few seed pods, but I have some that I was going to give David in an envelope. So that's David, Miss Nina, and Miss B. If you email me, and then I'll let you know if I got them. Siobhan, okay, I know what I need, Jones. I know what I need to do. I need to have Tia to please put my... Wait a minute. Tia, she's so funny. She said, stay away from her house. I got surveillance cameras all around the house. You all are too funny. Okay, thank you, Vicky. Stay away. I'm not going to have to yield not to temptation. Thank you, Growing with Hudson. Taking my vitamin. In case you find more seeds, Vicky. Okay, see, Vicky, that what you gave me the super chat, I won't even get that till next month. But if I find something, I'll put you on the list. Vicky, I think I got your old address, but please send it anyway. That way I can have that all together. Thank you, Antia. LadyCherylsNaturalProducts at gmail.com. Cool. Was anybody else wanting any seeds? I'm going to name these people off. I've got David, Miss Nina, Miss B, Siobhan Jones, and Vicky Owens. Okay, I'm just having fun, guys, about around the corner and robbing a cradle and all that stuff. I'm just kidding. Okay, but that auntie is funny. Stay away from her house in all caps. Judy D'Amico, I grow mini hibiscus, all good for tea. Yes, Judy, providing that you grow them organically. And I'm sure you do. If you doing all that, you know what to do. Yeah, Susie, I'm a Miss Bria. She said something smart because I wouldn't let her have another snack. And she said, I'm going to school Monday because this ain't no real school anyway. I said, oh, okay. About 5 minutes later, she came, she hugged me. She said, I'm sorry, Big Mom. I'm going to miss you. And blah, 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 you know. But she got kind of smart with me because I wouldn't give her a snack. That was too funny. Totally organic, Judy. That's wonderful. That's where I don't have to worry about Okay, Daryl. You got to take the email down, Daryl. I mean, take the email address. Now, let me share this with you. Thank you, Vicky, the PayPal. Okay, let me share this with you. You can send that money through PayPal or you can send it through Cash App. And if you go in the description of any video except the one I'm doing right now, you'll get the information. It can take you from 2 days to 3 months for those seeds to germinate. So don't get disgusted, because all you need is one. Because I've got some people that are a little impatient, and then I've got some who are growing more to give to relatives. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So I put Daryl down on the list. You said, I laughed when you did the video with Bria and she was taking over. They say never go on camera with children or animals. They will steal the show. I know that's right, girl. Her mother and father are in talks of doing a little channel for Brian and Bria. And I'm encouraging them because they are really good. And did you all hear Brian say, he said, I said, if you like this video, subscribe. He said, yeah, hit that like button. You'll get a notification. And you can tell they are ready to have their own channel. Antia. Burdock root will help inflammation. Okay. Did you get the seeds we sent you? What are you talking about, UT? I did a whole presentation. Where were you and Angel and Kiddo? I brought those seeds out one at a time, showed them all the seeds that you gave me, and I told some of them I'm going to share with them. You missed that video. It was on a live. I opened them up and showed them everything. Right, Tia? I told them it came from UT, Angel, and Kiddo. In fact, I'm growing 4 of the peppers, and I told them, I said, I don't want to get too religious on you, but nobody but God put that in your heart to send me those seeds, because I only started 2 California Orange Wonders pepper plants for seeds because I had a whole row in the greenhouse and then a 5-year-old plant, and I lost them. So UT, when those seeds came to me, it was like, I cried. I was so happy because I see you all growing wonderful varieties all the time. And I said, it's a chance to replace what I lost and opportunity to learn how a different pepper plant grows. And I was going to demonstrate how I top off my pepper plants tonight, but when I fell, I hurt my back, and I didn't want to go in the greenhouse and get them. I'm just going to be honest today. So I will top them off on the live chat next Monday night. Judy, I'm not promising you all, but I did see some pods out there, which would be perfect because that means that they were hit with 3-degree temperature, and you can just plant these right away. You don't have to try to do the stratification. I think it's what you call it when you go through certain seasons. Thank you, Auntie, for putting that down. Must have missed it. Yeah, you missed it. I think it's about 2 weeks ago. Chris Wright, she said, yes, those seeds were a blessing. The right ones at the right time. Hey, Sandra T, I'm glad you're here. And somebody else says something. Do you have a link to your PayPal? Auntie, if you feel like it, you could go into one of my videos. That link to PayPal and my Cash App is on there. And I think I'm waiting for some to pop up, and it's been 2 months, and some that popped up in a week. All right, I'm glad you got some to germinate. The key to that Texas Star Hibiscus is to keep it moist, but not wet, and keep it at least 70 degrees. So if you have a heating pad for seed trays, put them on there and they will work. Okay. I saw something I wanted to go check out. Okay, I think I'm seeing Wanda B. Email me, Wanda, and I'll let you know. Birdies. See, I'm missing all these. Bloom. Very good. Organic gardening in North Carolina. It was nice here today. I cleaned up a good section of my garden and made a Hugelkultur bed with the sticks that I had laying around. Okay, everybody, if you don't know what a Hugelkultur is, for the new gardeners, let me explain to you what it is. It's when you have a free-form bed that you maybe cut down a tree or something, and you, thank you, Auntia, and you chop up those or prune something, and you lay that down. Usually what I do is I lay down cardboard first, and then I put those big branches in there, and I put old containers of soil that I've used several times, and I need to replenish it, so I just put some of that soil on it, leaves, that type of thing, and then I cover it up with whatever I'm gonna grow. Now, you can do that freestanding, like I did at the back of my fence when I had a crepe myrtle tree cut down, or you can have it inside of a raised bed and put that down. That way you don't have to use as much soil. And if you don't have any soil, then you can take some real cheap topsoil that you get for like $1.50 a bag. And who was that today? I saw, it might have been yesterday, I saw Angela's Busy Bee Garden and Homestead got some bags that were busted. That's something that I normally do all the time, but I haven't been going in stores. Tommy's Garden and Homestead did the same thing. Every store she went to last week, she got some of those busted bags. There was one thing I was going to tell Tommy and I forgot about it. Ask for tape. They can tape up those holes. They do it for me. I look like one of them old ladies that, do you mind taping these up for me? Just ask them real sweet and they'll do it. Okay, so Auntia has about a dozen of Texas hibiscus seeds. Oh, you waiting? I thought you said they germinated. Okay, so I got Wanda B. So if I didn't call your name out, hi Robbie. If I didn't call your name out, you need to bring it to email me. But you need to email me anyway so I can let you know if I have them or not. Again, that's David, Nina, Miss B, Siobhan, Vicky, Daryl, Judy, Wanda B, and Birdie's Blooms. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Oh, I'm seeing Lavender Lady. You got to email me. Okay. Growing with Hudson had to leave. Okay. Anybody have any other questions? Because I'm going to end this soon tonight because I need to take some medicine. Okay, Myra King said, my hibiscus keep dying. Bought some more, same thing. What am I doing wrong? You saying that they germinate and you get a little plant and then the plant dies? Maybe you don't have enough sun. And Bree Ann said, hello, Lady Cheryl, new to your channel. Lead Farmer 73 referred me to you. And I would certainly thank him. Myra, you got my email address. You can send me pictures. Let me see what you're talking about, young lady. Okay? My hibiscus keep dying. I bought more, same thing. I'm gonna have to ask you a lot of questions. Are you putting them in seed starting mix? Did you? I think you did. I think we talked about that before. Okay, Rhonda Moffitt said, I feel you on that. Bryson and Kendo went back to school. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to really miss Bria because I didn't remove the alarms on my phone, and I kept thinking, oh, I got to get her in PE. Oh, she wants to go to music. Oh, because I have to, log on, and yeah, I'm really going to miss her. She kept me young. She really did. She kept me young. Okay. Yep, Miss Grando, she is gonna be hungry, angry at school. Cause she didn't get all of the snacks. She's not gonna get all the snacks. But I did get a beautiful text message. Her teacher took a picture with her. Both of them had their masks on, and she was saying she loved Bria, and she's doing fine, and she's real animated, and she expects her to be class president one day. I thought that was real sweet. I'm still waiting on some to pop up, and it's been 2 months, and some that popped up in a week. Yeah, you just never know. You just never know. Don't give up on them, okay? Okay. Hey, Quan, how you doing? I don't know if I spoke to you already. Vicky Owens, somebody put the link up. I think Tia did, to the PayPal and the what do you call it? Cash App. Just hang in there. Anybody that's waiting on seeds to germinate, don't give up. Get a little spray bottle, kind of like this, but this is my air conditioner, and just spray it every day, a couple times a day, just a little bit. Just got to keep that soil moist around the seed. I don't know what David Corey is talking about, but he's telling Rhonda she can do it. So that's beautiful. Hi, Toya. Toya Story One jumped in to say hi. We appreciate you. I promise you, if you keep jumping in, you're going to stay. Because we have some really good conversations. Blessings to you, Miss Cheryl. Early Tuesday. Good night, and to the garden family. Thank you so much. Louisiana gardener in the house. Miss B. Washington, thank you. I know I'm going to be better fine. Okay. So, if there aren't any more questions, then I'm going to say goodnight to you, beautiful people. Tia, look for something in the mail. Check your email. I sent you something. Think you're going to like it. That was Lavender Lady. Okay, email me and I'll let you know. But I saw a couple seed pods, and I tried to send at least a dozen. Some of you got more than a dozen because Bria, if she liked your name, she put more in there. My nectarine tree is blooming, so those citrus trees might be back. Oh, okay, David, since you live around the corner and you're saying those are blooming. But see, the difference is a nectarine tree can take more cold than a Meyer lemon and Mexican key lime. Mexican key lime can't take temperatures lower than 25. Thank you for spending the evening with us all, sending you love, light, and healing and energy. That stinky muddy puddle. Sending you love, life, and healing energies for a speedy recovery. Thank you so much. I need that. Be well, stay safe, and never lose your sparkle. Wow, somebody told me that before. All right, everybody. I guess there aren't any more questions. Be a blessing to somebody tomorrow. All right. It's 8:10 here. I don't know what time zone you all in. Okay, Miss Nina, I see that. I'll get that and I will let you know. Okay. Love you guys. Take care. Bye now.